What? What's going on? Gotta change the fuck. There you go. Make it public. What's going on, everybody? Got a question for you guys. Does ratings matter? So, this is something I've been monitoring for the past couple of weeks, ever since the emergence of AEW and the Wednesday Night Wars, wherever the fuck you want to call it. And the question I ask is, does ratings matter? Especially in this day and age, when it comes to the accessibility of us as a fan base. Does it matter? Myself, I don't think it does. I don't think that ratings really resides in what we live in today's day of viewership. I think the only ones the people who care about that are the networks. And I had a conversation with Ben the Bird about that, and he said the same. He believed the same thing. That it's just those in networks who believe that that's what the following is, and it really isn't. The following is where Marco, Rob, what's good, boy? I don't really think it does. I really think that at the end of the day, we could watch wrestling everywhere. We can watch it on YouTube. We could watch it on Daily Motion. We could watch it on Twitter, Facebook, wherever. We could watch it everywhere. Hell, NWA just premiered this past week, and they didn't have a ratings, and the fan base was there. I from what I saw initially from Facebook while watching was like 24,000, and on YouTube I think they're already at 200,000, almost 300,000 if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think ratings really matter. I think when it comes to the basis of how viewers take in wrestling is what is the full acceptance of what wrestling has become. We're at a wrestling renaissance these days. Wrestling is everywhere now. It's going to become everywhere because of the fan base. And I think that there is some misconstrued ideas that because you get a number of 1.5 million, 3.7 million, 78,000 whatever viewers, you think that that's just the solidified of what people are watching initially, and that's not how it works these days. It doesn't work like that anymore. Wrestling is on a different landscape right now where you watch it everywhere. Wrestling is on another level. And I think what gets lost with that is the fandom who believes that if you're not with one, you're opposed the other, and you have to choose a side. Why? When wrestling is what the full Monty is. It's just to enjoy great wrestling matches. That's all it is. Enjoy wrestling. I never understood. I mean, if when you watch wrestling, factions is one thing. Yeah, I'm with Bullet Club. I fucks with the club. Um, yeah, and Marco, you nailed it. It's like it's not about whether you have a good product. It's about the fucking fanboys and trolls, and that's what they enjoy. It just to troll other people. To me, it's more about solidified wrestling that we can enjoy. I never understood that. Oh, this is better than the other. Even when I was growing up, when it was WWE, WWF versus WCW, I didn't choose a side. I just wanted to watch good wrestling. Basically, that's all I cared about. Was watching good wrestling. I never understood why they had to be the toe the line kind of individuals. Never got that. Never understood it. I enjoy rap. Of course, I enjoy one guy's rap more than another, but I'm not gonna sit there and say, you know, oh, country is better than. But I enjoy music in a whole. That's my whole process. Enjoy good wrestling. This past week, you saw what became the drop of viewership because, like I mentioned in previous episodes, fans realized that Matthew, what's going on, Matt? How's everything? I haven't seen you in a minute. People realized that um, you could watch things later. Hell, there was even reports that the Masked Singer was actually getting more views than wrestling. You had the MLB the playoffs that was getting more views than anything else, and that's what's gonna happen if you pay attention more to what the ratings is and you fanboy. Oh, AEW's 2-0. That and the Metro card will get you around the city, and that's it. What else is that gonna do? I mean, think about it. When you look at the long run, the whole point of everything is to enjoy wrestling, be a part of it, have a connection with the community that is wrestling. It's not like back in the days. Back in the days, it was WWE, WWF versus WCW. We only had a few avenues to watch it. Either you watched WCW at 8 o'clock or you watched Raw at 9 o'clock. And they had their own little war because that's what they can do. Because there was a minimum avenue of watching, of viewing things. Even that was that when I was coming up, I would watch Raw because I know that I can watch Nitro again because they did a replay. I didn't have to go to school. I didn't have anything to watch, so I was able to do that. That was my lane. I I haven't watched any TV show, Matthew, in such a long time. The only thing I've been watching is like the most silliest stuff. And because of what's been happening with wrestling, it's so tough. And I'm such a sports guy that I haven't been watching really any TV shows, and it's been really tough. Especially the hours that I work, it's crazy. And doing a podcast about wrestling, especially what the game is now, it's ridiculous. Like I mentioned, now with Impact Wrestling being on Tuesdays is gonna be launching soon. Then you have the Wednesday Night Wars, quote unquote. You have Thursday, which brings me to the reason why I wanted to do this because I saw the ratings that occurred and I was like, really, does it really matter? But it almost made me think about why did NXT or WWE actually want to go head to head with. Why did they want to go head to head with All Elite? You could have had a straight avenue by going on Thursdays. Honestly, why be combative? Unless there's something that's um, set up or conspiracy wise, or if we're going to the back in the days where the territories were, and it's combative business is good business. If that's what it is, I appreciate that. But I didn't understand. You had a straight line to have your own show, and mind you, I'm gonna tell you guys head up. I'm gonna watch NXT first because, like I said, I can always watch All Elite on a replay. But even so, I'm a kind of person that's I'm a guy that if I've been rocking with something for a minute, I'm gonna rock with it. And not saying that I'm drawing line in the sand like excuse me, I'm like to have that gang mentality is because I'm accustomed to something. So, and I think that's what WWE had in line. The All Elite product, I think it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it. Um, Thanks, Matthew. My tattoos was like something that I've been working on for years. Um, I've been focused on what wrestling is, but when it came to All Elite, I was intrigued because to me, it was as though it was a next level indie promotion with money backing it, and that's exactly what it is. But now that you have certain elements, especially individuals that I know that are in there personally, that's in the promotion, I invested a little bit more. But I'm also towing the line to where that I can get it anywhere. I really can. And the same thing with WWE, I can get it anywhere. Uh, uh, it's just one of those things to where I get more upset when you hear this tote the line gang mentality. It's All Elite or nothing. You know, Impact for life. My whole thing is, look, if you're a wrestling fan, embrace wrestling, man. I can understand that. I don't like this. I don't understand, but I've always been a guy that if somebody says, "Yeah, I know you don't like death matches. I know you're not into this, but you should see this match," and I'll go, "Okay." I'm not gonna sit there and go, "Nah, fuck that. I'm not watching that shit." I'm more of a thing to where it's like wrestling is wrestling, and if it's good wrestling, I'm gonna enjoy wrestling. I see indie shows. I watch women's matches, which God forgive me, but it's almost like fucking pulling my toenails out with bamboo fucking shoots. It's just it could be a pain in the ass, but I watch it because I want to see the next up and coming. What's the next great matches? What can occur and who's available for the next promise? And I'm not gonna sit there and shine. I'm not gonna shine anyone's ass just because they're new or just because they changed or they're different. I like I mentioned earlier in a previous video. The game is so different these days because now you have a plethora, you have a cornucopia of different wrestling to watch. And if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. Like I said, Monday Night Raw is going to be more entertainment wise. It's going to be the sports entertainment wise. Tuesday, you have the NWA, you have Impact. It's more classical. It has old school type of feel. It has more of a homegrown fan favorite kind of look. NXT Wednesdays and All Elite Wednesdays, it's more about the indie fan base, the guys who are on have made it after cutting their teeth and are actually getting the looks that they it's well deserved and they've been looking for. Thursdays is still open. It's like, NXT UK, Beyond, or any other indie shows are there. Fridays is Friday Night SmackDown. It's the sports feel. The big sports element is there. And then Saturdays, if you're around, you have the MLWs, you have the Ring of Honors. The New Japans, the WOWs. That's there for you. You have options, you have genres, but you don't sit there and think that one thing is better than the other, because it really isn't. Just because you pour syrup on shit doesn't make it pancakes. And that's what a lot of times it becomes. I just had a conversation with Josh from the fan excuse me, not even the fan base, the Turnbuckle Tabloid group page, and we discussed about the whole thing with the Hell in a Cell match, the main event. And it's all about how you view wrestling. You gotta take in consideration how you view wrestling. If you want to call in, the phone line is open. If you want, I have it there. I'm not gonna be on for too long. I just wanted to do this quick, this 30-minute Smark. I just wanted to correlate about do ratings matter, and I really don't think it. I really don't think it does, especially with everybody who's so flip floppy. It really doesn't matter to me. I don't think it matters to anyone else. I think it's just you're either gonna troll or you're gonna be part of something, or you just can't stand as an individual. You know how many people I bring back into wrestling, and after they hear that I do a podcast and how much of a fan that I am, and I do a lot of conversations when it comes to, why is Brock Lesnar in WWE, or what's this new promotion that I heard that's on TNT, and you school them and you educate them, and after a while you was like, yeah, I was watching that show you were talking about, it was actually pretty good. That's where the wrestling fan base is. It's bringing in the casual fans or people who had watched years ago. I remember the Attitude Era. That's when it was. I remember the Stone Cold or Goldberg. That was my shit. Yeah, that's cool. But you also want to bring in a fan base, because at the end of the day, your favorite wrestler, the guy that you enjoy, not even about the promotion, just the guy that you enjoy, like the private parties. I want to see those kids excel. I want to see them make money. I want to see them be the creme de la creme, like we say in Turnbuckle Tabloid, of wrestling. I want them to be recognized as a great tag team, or just even the guys that I don't show favor to, like the Orange Cassidys or the Dark Order, or whatever fucking. I can't even think of somebody from WWE, because it's just kind of been bad too as well. But I could pick anybody from the bunch. But even them, you want to see them excel and make their dream filled, because you like them somewhere or another. You knew them from somewhere. You look at the NXT. All those guys are just indie guys. We just saw Leo Rush become the NXT Cruiserweight champ after all the shit that he been through and all this other year. He's one of us, because we saw him in the bingo halls or the Elks lodges. We saw him there early on, and now you could tell your people, yeah, I remember seeing him there. He was good money. That's where the ratings really are. The ratings are where we are when we were there for them. Hell, I'm going to All Elite next Wednesday and see him at Philly. I usually don't take myself out of the element. Hell, I got to work that night. But I don't usually take myself out of the element and do that and go to something like that, because I'm like, I could watch it on TV or whatever. But I said, you know what? Let me go out there and support this product. The same with the indie shows. Let me go out there and support this product. The real numbers are not with what we saw in what we see in networks. The real numbers are with the fan base who enjoy our wrestlers and enjoy our wrestling. And that's what it should be all about. It shouldn't be about comparing numbers. Oh, AEW drew 1.1 million as opposed to NXT's 7.45. And it's like 745,000. And it's like, bro, I could watch that later. You're not going to count that number later. Or I DVR'd it. It doesn't matter. I can watch it later. It's not like how it was back in the 90s where you had to watch it then and there because it meant something. Because if you miss something, and especially with social media these days, you could always bump into it. Somebody's going to give you a spoiler or whatever the fuck. It's always there. Somebody's going to show a video. Somebody's going to always fucking it's always there. And you don't think that all these promotions don't know that? You think that they all know that at the end of the day, we'll watch it later on? That's the end game. The end game is that we're going to end up watching it anyway. We're going to end up watching it anyway. Because of word of mouth, because of breaking news, because of GIFs, because whatever. We're going to end up watching it anyway. It's all about how we watch it. And a lot of times, how we watch it is not the same as everybody else's. Before I let you go, just got to say that this day and age, the indie promotions are getting rated, and I don't know who's it benefiting. I don't know if it's benefiting the wrestlers. I don't know if it's benefiting the promotions, but I know what's not benefiting is the new talent that's coming up. And I have to show love and say that for the new talent that's on the rise, show love, show support, and give these guys the opportunities that they deserve, even if it's your local gym teacher who actually can cut a promo or your guy who is your best friend who could have a decent 5-minute match and he looks like the gas station attendant from Sunoco. No, but seriously, honestly, these days the indie wrestling world it needs your support as much as you throw in money for the WWE shirts or the AEW tickets or whatever the case may be. Show love to the indie promotions because they are in need of their support, and that's where the ratings are at as well. You need to your body at an indie show to support wrestling in your local venues, your local bingo halls, your local Elks Lodge is what matters, and that's what makes a difference. So do before they leave your side and your viewer and your community and your town, your city, show them love before they get picked up by the big names. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Jada Red Santy. Make sure you check us out on all social media outlets. Check us out on our like group page on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TRSS, Turnbuckle Tabloid on YouTube, and all things that are connected to our podcasting outlets for Turnbuckle Tabloid, iHeartRadio, Spotify, to iTunes, wherever it is podcasting. And as always at RageWorksNetwork.com and at RageWorks.com. So that was my rant. I'm out of here. Check you guys later.